Hey, Fanboy Nation.
This is your pal Daffy Duck, and you're watching.
You're watching.
We're watching. You're watching Fanboy.
Fanboy. Fanboy.
Fanboy.
Fanboy.
A fanboy, etc.
Fanboy Nation.
Dot. I assume Tom.
Michael Chaves, it is great to chat with you again. Last time we talked The Conjuring. Today we are talking about The Nun II. It is not lost on me that the release date in theaters of The Nun II was on the Virgin Mary's birthday. And then today is All Saints Day that we're talking about this demon-possessed nun of yours.
Exactly. All intentional, all part of the plan. And we got to schedule these like years ahead of time. So it's like, it's definitely a feat. But
like you just went through the calendar. You're like, Nativity of the Virgin Mary. Boom. That's when the demon nun is coming out.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, all the other dates were taken by Taylor Swift.
Speaking of demon possession. No, I'm kidding. I'm going to get in so much trouble for that one. No, but listen, congratulations. You scared the hell out of us. Yet again, The Conjuring, the devil made me do it. And now here we are, The Nun II. You've kind of become the supernatural demon-possessed guru at this point. What's it like to be in this realm of dealing with demon possession and counteracting holiness in a sense?
Yeah, I grew up loving horror movies. I think that is part of it. I also grew up Catholic. That definitely is probably an influence that isn't lost on me. I love these movies. I think there is also, the great thing about horror now, and we're in such a great time for horror, is it really is a space where you can do so many different things. It's not just one. It's such a big tent in terms of like what it encompasses, and I've had a lot of fun with that. I think even just moving within the Conjuring universe with each one of these films, like there's been different ideas I've been able to play with, and each movie has its unique challenges and its unique style that I want to go after, and it's been a lot of fun, to be honest.
It's interesting when it's a franchise and jumping on and jumping off at certain points and coming in on later iterations of the film. How difficult is it to build on previous iterations?
It's always, you always want to do something that people haven't seen before, which is so easy to say, but really hard to do. And that's something where, there is a certain language to these movies that deal with possession or the supernatural. And I think there's certain expectations, but you can't keep on pulling those levers. There needs to be different ideas and there needs to be things that are unexpected. And also I think just going to, I find so much inspiration just in like old photography, old school movies, like the original Bram Stoker's Dracula was a huge inspiration on this movie. It was a huge inspiration, I think, for Corin on the first one. Even beyond that, like I love Diabolique, the original French film. That was like one thing I just thought, hey, it's 50s in France. I'm going to rewatch that movie. And that had a big influence on it. And I actually think that, when you watch those movies, they actually feel so much more fresh than you expect them to be. There's ideas that you can like see, like, it's like we could do something like this, but we could take it a little further. And I think that's been a huge source of inspiration.
And how quickly did you have to go to confession after this?
Immediately. I had a priest with me on set that was just dedicated to constant blessing and constant confession.
I can see that happening with The Nun II, and especially The Conjuring prior to this. Unfortunately, we do have one more minute, so I'm going to leave you with this. The Nun II is coming to home entertainment. It's eventually going to be on Max. What's one reason we need to watch it post-holiday season, getting into the Advent season? We just thought out Mariah Carey with her Christmas stuff. So give us the reason for The Nun II.
I mean, honestly, there's great behind the scenes stuff. We have deleted scenes in it. I think that for me, the reason I would get it is the Easter eggs. There's so much stuff that I feel like people have missed that connect to the universe, and also like our little echoes of previous films, and also teases of what's to come. I mean, I'm just there's things that I don't think people have quite picked up yet. So I'm excited to, that's why I would get it.
I love it. Michael Chaves, thank you so much for your time. The Nun 2 comes to digital and 4K on November 14th. It's been a great pleasure. Let's not wait another 2 years to talk again.
Yeah, seriously.